I take a couple weeks off and there's new boxes, there's new sets, new cards, new Pokemon. Y'all need to chill. Where have I been? Well, I'd love to say I was on a little vacay to the Maldives, but it's been a mixture of being sick and busy with some family stuff. But hey, who cares? We back, baby! And boy, is there a lot to talk about. The new English set Brilliant Stars just got announced, and it's got some awesome new cards like the Charizard Vstar and all of those character cards. We'll get to that in a moment. The previous giveaway winner has gotten his $1,000, which I hear he's putting straight to college, so that's great news. It also turns out that $1,000 Australian dollars is only 500 British pounds, but hey, at least I'm not giving away 1,001. But if you also want to win $1,000, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment happy 20,000. My socials are all linked in the description, and for each one of those you follow, you get a bonus entry. I thought I was transparent enough with the last giveaway, but some people are still skeptical. I get it, it's a lot of money, so I do have some epic news. I haven't just done nothing these past couple weeks. I've upgraded to some better internet, so the next giveaway winner will be picked on a live stream. And I might even start streaming games or something over on Twitch, so definitely stay tuned. The exact time and date of the live giveaway I will be announcing on my socials, so keep an eye out for that, or just sub and make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when that comes out. Maybe we'll hit 25k subs this year to celebrate the 25th Pokemon anniversary this year, who knows. But anyway, let's talk about the new Pokemon set Brilliant Stars, which just got announced. Okay, so what's going to be in Brilliant Stars? Well, it's comprised of 172 cards before Secret Rares, and we know the Japanese set Starbirth has 100 cards, so that's going to make up the bulk of it, but where are the other 72 cards coming from? Well, the press release for Brilliant Stars mentions that it will have a special trainer gallery subset of 30 cards with artworks featuring fan favorite trainers and Pokemon, which is no doubt referring to the full art character rares we've seen so far. Okay, so there's going to be 30 of those, which is very good news. We'll look at those in more detail in just a second. Now, if those 30 cards are actually part of a subset, then that won't be part of the 172 cards, but if they are, then, well, that's only 42 left. But Brilliant Stars will also feature 20 Pokemon V cards, such as this Arceus V, which we've seen already, and this new Charizard V card, which was just revealed. There's going to be 15 full art Pokemon V, which I believe is referring to the alternate arts or special arts. Then there's also 3 new Pokemon VMAX, which I assume will be those VMAX Pokemon we're missing from the Start 100 decks a little while back, 22 trainer cards, 6 full art supporter cards, a new special energy, and most importantly, 4 new Vstar Pokemon cards. Okay, so what are those Vstar Pokemon going to be? Well, if you look at the pack arts for Brilliant Stars, you'll notice there's 4 pack arts. Shocker. The first one is an Arceus pack, and of course we've had that Arceus Vstar. Then there's a Charizard pack, which looks really awesome actually. And then of course we have the new Charizard Vstar. I'm beginning to notice a pattern here. The next 2 packs are a Shaman and Whimsicott, which is an interesting choice, but those 2 Pokemon will most likely be the other 2 missing Vstar Pokemon. And the remaining cards from Brilliant Stars will most likely be from Vmax Climax, or at least like half of it, because if we're getting the character secret rares from Vmax Climax in Brilliant Stars, then it seems pretty reasonable to think that we'll get a bunch of other cards too, and they won't just be saved for our holiday set. Okay, so let's do a quick review of all the new cards and products leaked or revealed so far from Brilliant Stars. Alright, let's start with the packs. I know I've kind of gone over them a little bit already, but I just needed to quickly emphasize just how amazing I think these pack arts are. This Arceus is probably one of the best pack arts we've seen this year, if not for an even longer time before that. Really love this artwork. Really nice. Even like the logo Brilliant Stars kind of just works well with it. This is very appealing to me. I really like this. The next one is the Charizard, which I think looks pretty much equally as good. Really good artwork, and I mean, when we look at the cards in a second from now, you'll see what I mean, but I wish this is kind of the art style they kind of had throughout. I'm not saying all cards should look the same, but this kind of hand-drawn aesthetic really is what really gets me going, because these 2 artworks so far have been really, really good. The next one is the Shaman pack art, which I think looks pretty good as well, and then the Whimsicott artwork is really, really nice. I actually really like this one. Notice how like with this one, there's like you can see like the background effects on it a little bit more as well. I know I'm like super analyzing pack arts, but at the end of the day, you're going to see this over and over again. So it does help to have some nice pack arts. Okay, next we get a look at the Elite Trainer Box for Brilliant Stars. And this is actually pretty interesting because I did a mock-up ETB for this a little while back. And I mean, I was pretty close. I mean, the general idea is the same, even though it is slightly different. I actually think my one looks a bit better. Well, the one we made in our Discord, actually, someone helped me make it. But this one, I mean, it looks good, I guess. Like, I like the idea that they've gone with. It's pretty simple, minimalistic. I just think it's a bit, how do I put this? It kind of looks like the sketch, which will later become a more fleshed out ETB. Does that kind of make sense? Like, it looks a bit rudimentary. And I think the minimalist artwork on a lot of the ETBs looks great. But this one, I feel like it's just missing a little bit of color. Maybe, like, for the actual Arceus itself, they could have put a bit more, like, gold. Like you know how his I don't know what they are, but the metal thing sticking out from him. If they made that gold, maybe that would look kind of cool, like add an extra layer of like depth to it. But yeah, it looks okay. It's fine. Then of course we have the contents of the ETB, so you get your 4 Brilliant Stars packs. There's all the good stuff, the sleeves, the coins and tokens, and then there's also the new Vstar token, which is there, so that's interesting. And we have new energy cards as well, so they're slightly different basic energy cards, so that's great. And actually, you know what? In this photo, the ETB actually kind of looks better. Like, do you see how there's like the gold emboss on the arceus? Like, why couldn't they do that on the outside? Or maybe that. Wait, that is how it looks on the outside, right? Am I dumb? Well, maybe I. Wait. Am I losing my mind? No, there's no way this is the same thing, right? There's no way this is the same as that. Unless I'm literally tripping right now. There's no way. There's no shot that's the same thing. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, this looks much better. So if that's how it looks, then I take everything back. ETB looks much better than initially thought. Moving on. Okay, now there we go. That is what I like to see. Okay? Color, vibrance, amazing. That looks fantastic. That is what I think the normal ETB should have looked like, but this is the Pokemon Center version of the Elite Trainer box, which is so difficult to find. I mean, I still haven't been able to get my hands on a Pokemon Center one because we can't buy Pokemon Center products over down here. That's a good looking ETB, I will say. That is, I do like what I'm seeing there. So more of this, less of the other sketch. But anyway, yeah, so that's the Pokemon Center one. If you can get your hands on that, which, I mean, will probably be very difficult to get. I mean, there's probably going to be like 1,000 bots buying this on like the first day of, not the first day, sorry, the first second it's released. So good luck to anyone that gets this. But I think that's an awesome looking Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. And obviously that one has the 2 extra packs. You get like the metal version of the coin. The sleeves look a bit different. And this one actually, interestingly enough, comes with an additional deck box as well, which I think is a really good addition. I always thought just having a metal coin and a couple extra packs and slightly different art wasn't like a huge like deal for me. Like, other than obviously like the scarcity of it being a Pokemon Center one, like it wasn't that amazing, but it is nice to have like an actual extra thing in there, which is the deck box. So that's great. And who knows, in the future maybe they'll change that and do something else, so it's good to see. We've obviously got that Arceus V card, which we've already seen, and then there's the Arceus Vstar card, which we've also seen. The Charizard V, we didn't look at this in much detail, so I'll just quickly go over it now. So, as you can see, it's like a 3D kind of render model done by N-Design. And look, I think it does look pretty good, but I've never really been a huge fan of these 3D designs for a couple of reasons. One, I get that this is kind of almost like a nostalgic hit to some of the much older 3D renders they did for some cards. And look, I totally get that. I think that's a great idea. But wouldn't it have been kind of cool if instead of doing like that version of it, if they did like a new 3D render with like, like updated modern 3D graphics creating machine computers? I don't know. I thought that would be an interesting way to do it, because this does look kind of dated, and I don't think it will age super well as we, as the next years come along. But yeah, I mean, for what it is, it's a Charizard. We knew there was going to be a Charizard. There's got to be a Charizard, obviously, and it looks pretty decent for what it is. Then we have the Charizard V-Star, and once again, I do think this card looks really cool, and I think it's very nostalgic of like some older artworks that we've gotten many years in the past. But at the same time, I do, like I said, prefer like that hand-drawn art style over this 3D render. I know the Charizard stands are going to absolutely cancel me over this one, but I think this card is pretty average to maybe slightly above average looking. But yeah, like I said, this one is done also by 5-Bun Graphics and 5-Bun Graphics? I don't know. And the other Vstar Pokemon, the Arceus, is also done by the same people. So I guess you could kind of assume that the 5-Bun Graphics will kind of continue this 3D render throughout all of the V-Stars. So all 4 of them, we're probably going to get a Whimsicott and Shaman in this kind of art style as well. So yeah, that kind of seems to be what they're heading with. And if you actually look at the V versions of all of these cards, well, so far the Arceus and Charizard, these are both done by N-Design. So this one's done by N-Design, and the Charizard is also done by N-Design, which means the Shaman V and the Whimsicott V will probably also be done by N-Design. But yeah, I mean, that's just extrapolating. I'm not 100% sure, obviously, but that does seem to be the kind of pattern that they're going for with these V and V-Star Pokemon 3D renders. Not exactly sure how I feel about that going forward, but for what it is, I think it looks pretty decent. What I'm going to be much more excited to see is actually those alternate art versions of these cards. I don't actually know if the Vstars will get alternate arts, but definitely the Vs will. So, I mean, it'll be nice to finally have a Charizard alternate art because we don't really have too many of those by itself. So I think they could do a lot with this Charizard. I mean, I know there's like already an infinite amount of Charizard cards and people are getting, well, some people are getting tired of them, but you know, we need a good, nice, beautiful Charizard alternate artwork. I'll kind of skim over these next ones a little bit. There's a Moltres, there's a Charon's Care, Double Turbo Energy, Kindler, Magma Basin, and the logo. But as always, if you want to see these cards in much more detail, go check out the Pokebeach website linked in my description. They do all the news on all this stuff. Really great work they do over there. Okay, so if you remember a couple of weeks ago, we looked at a bunch of these character rares. So there was the Fluffy, there was also the Zekrom, there was Gardevoir, Eevee, and obviously the Pikachu Vmax. But recently we've got a look at some more character rares. So we've actually got the Squid from Squid Game, so that's epic. And we've got another character rare of this Pokemon. I actually don't know how to pronounce its name. It's either Dusk Noir or Dusk Noir, both of which sound completely incorrect. But let's just call him Dusky for today, alright? We'll just call him Dusky. Dusky the ghost boy. And he's chilling with his friend Morty. Next, we've got Alchemy in this absolutely incredible artwork, sitting on a cafe table with the cafe master himself. So, I mean, this is just a beautiful artwork. I mean, absolutely love this. Really good. Really pretty. Must have. Okay, next up, we've actually got a sneak peek from the new Spider-Man movie, so that's really cool to see. And the spider's just chilling on its web with its partner, Janine. Another really cool artwork. I mean, all of these are just really amazing. I mean, I'm probably not hyping them up enough because relative to each other, they're all so good. But if you compare this with like some of these other sets, I mean, these cards are all they're just brilliant. Next, we've got the purple orangutan chilling with its partner, Cena. They seem to be on a hippie van, traveling the world, drinking tea and probably doing other substances that I will not be naming for family-friendly reasons. But let's be real, that thing is as high as a kite. But the card itself is absolutely beautiful. I mean, all of these just look like small pieces of artwork in and of itself. So, I mean, brilliant. Next up, we've got what's probably my favorite Pokemon of all of these we've looked at today so far, and that is the Blaziken V chilling with its trainer May. I mean, I absolutely love this Pokemon, and I absolutely love this card. It's just so brilliantly done, and the motion of Blaziken is actually done correctly. There's a few cards they've tried similar stuff like this recently, where there's like a Pokemon jumping or flying or doing something weird, and usually they don't really nail it, but this one I feel like they've nailed absolutely perfectly. I love this card. I think it's fantastic, and I think Nagimiso, definitely pronouncing that wrong, but they've done an incredible job on this artwork. The only thing I'm worried about is that this card is actually a character secret rare. So if you look at the bottom, next to the set number, it says CSR, and if you look at like the other ones, they were all CHR. They're just character rares, I believe, yes. And the Blaziken is a character super rare. This card is absolutely incredible. I must have it in a graded slab, and I love it. Thank you very much. Next up, we have another character secret rare. This one is actually Hop and his partner Pokemon, Zamazenta. Almost mixed it up with Zacian, but no, this is the red one, Zamazenta. That's right. Really cool card. I think Zamazenta actually looks like kind of cool and intimidating in this, whereas in every other one, he looks like some just regular dog. And finally, we have a character card of Blissey chilling with the Pokemon Center Lady. By the way, did you guys see that theory that apparently all the Pokemon Center Ladies are actually Pokemon? But anyway, another very nice artwork of Blissey carrying her hot dogs. I don't know what she's carrying. And of course, we do have some new Vstar special collection boxes, which I thought I'd quickly look at. So they come with a Leafeon V promo and a Leafeon Vstar promo, which actually looks really nice. See, I actually like this artwork a lot more than the other ones. And there's also the Glaceon Vstar. And since these are actually promo cards and not actually part of the set, we're going to be getting 4 Vstars in the main set, and then there might be 2 or more promos. I mean, we know of these 2, but I mean, they might make even more. And I mean, it's pretty crazy to think that this set doesn't release until February 25th, and we're already seeing like full box images. And this seems to come with Fusion Strike packs as well as Brilliant Stars packs. So that will be awesome. And we'll have a quick look at the Glaceon Vstar as well. I think this artwork looks really nice as well. These ones I feel like work with this vibe a bit more than like the Charizard and Arceus, for example. But anyway, I'll stop hating on those. To talk about the boxes quickly, I think the boxes look really nice as well. Like the gold, white, and color of the Pokemon actually looks really nice for the box. So I really do like that. And it also looks like you'll get a V-Star marker at the top over here. And you'll also obviously get the jumbo version of that card if you like that. Well, it doesn't matter if you like it or not. You're going to get it regardless, but I'm just, yeah, anyway. what do you guys think of Brilliant Stars so far? Do you think it's going to be the next big set, or is it just going to be overlooked? Personally, I can't wait to collect every single one of those character rares, and hopefully there's some amazing alternate art V-Stars as well. I don't want to jam everything into one video, so we'll talk about whether you should be buying Fusion Strike in the next video, and then we'll talk about the new set that's been leaked called Lost Abyss. We'll do a bunch of new Celebrations product openings, so expect heaps of new videos in the coming days. Back to daily uploads? Maybe? Question mark? Who knows? But until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.